Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the winner of the last two NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point out. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that wouldn't be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
Fields on 1st down. Got a man. That's Ayuk. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Bears had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Fields. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21.
That was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Ken Walker. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And when he made that catch for a first down, the first thing that broke into my mind, respect. He's still at it at a really demanding position. Broke into the NFL in 2006 and is still highly productive.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Rodgers now on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll work down inside the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
23 yards, the final tally.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Rodgers. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession. It's
certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Running right, here's Walker.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little...
Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, 41 yards. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And going right back to Walker. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Rodgers going to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So we're at halftime. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Fields. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Touchdown! Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Here's Hardman to return.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd and 7,
Fields.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. On 2nd and goal, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They snap it to Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back now at Lambeau. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now Fields.
Touchdown, Bears!
CeeDee Lamb.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial... Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
No problem there on the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Fields now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Second down and 5. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 24. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
To throw is Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 4th down, Fields
sliding out of the pocket. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Walker going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
2nd down and goal.
Fields
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Ken Walker,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. And it's a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
On second down, it's Walker.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14.
Fields. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Steps away to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.